SERIOS. That's what we're going to be covering today. And if you didn't notice, I got a new baby, so I'll be talking about that to you later. And the video's coming up, so subscribe, hit that bell notification, get in the loop, and don't miss a beat. This is I Want to Play Bass, your YouTube channel for all your bass guitar gear, lessons, and tips, so stick around. Now, first of all, I want to wish everybody a late Merry Christmas, and definitely, if you got some comments down below, let me know what Santa brought you and how you made out for Christmas and everything. And if you cannot see, I made out pretty good, but I also have a birthday that falls right at Christmas, so these are actually like a combination of birthday and Christmas, but I did pretty good. So, like I say, I'll show you real quick. This here, limited edition, just crazy bad, and you know that's a fun thing too for writing my music and all that stuff there. I must say I've got 3 great young adults in my life, my family, my 2 boys and my daughter-in-law. They hooked me up. They really surprised me big time. And I got a cool MacBook Pro, latest and greatest. The Catalina version is kind of, I know it's, technology moves ahead faster than sometimes, so some of my dolls don't work with it yet. So if you've got any ideas on that and what I can do to maybe upgrade that, or if the dolls, if some news out there that I'm missing, I'm not finding, then definitely leave me a comment, let me know, because that MacBook Pro, that Catalina is, it's pushing the bars, so it's going to make, I'm surprised my dolls, they knew this was coming, so I'm surprised they didn't already upgrade to 64-bit apps and stuff like that, applications. So, so they missed a beat, and hopefully they'll pick it up soon and it'll come out sooner than later. But that's one thing, that MacBook Pro is awesome, and it's just, it's the latest and greatest thing, so everything's going to have to catch up to that. So unfortunately, I'm kind of left it lingering right now, but I'm going to figure it out. I can still do what I'm doing the way I've been doing it, but when I've got some new technology like that and it help make me more effective and quicker, that's what I like to use. So I guess I'm going to have to wait till that day comes when everything updates to, to sync with Catalina, the Mac OS Catalina. Well, my wife spoils me as well. We went on a cruise out to the Bahamas, so I'm very grateful for my family by all means, and not just because of the cool stuff they give me, which that helps, but they're good people without a doubt, and we create good people, we come from good people, and that's how we keep creating more good people. And I'm definitely blessed with great people around me. So again, my 2 boys and daughter-in-law, Fearless, hooked me up with some good gifts, and my wife also as well, on a cool cruise out to the Bahamas, just taking it easy, not doing nothing, and just taking a break from everything. And that's sometimes what you need. You need to take a break sometimes, but we're back at it now. So set your goals this 2020 and make it happen. All right, so let's learn a song. But back to business. Today is the first video of a contemporary blues artist series I've got coming up. So this is breaking down the bass lines of those songs of the 10 that I listed in a video previously. So check that out. I'll leave a link up here. You can go have fun with that. And so this is one of the songs off of that. And now this isn't a contemporary blues artist. This guy by no means is contemporary. He's been around for a long time, but this is a new release from the movie that they put out, Western Stars. It's Bruce Springsteen's, and it's Hello Sunshine as a song. Great song, and a blues song with its static bass line. It's definitely a standard blues song, but it's influenced by the Southern California, the 1970s pop music of like the Glenn Campbell and Burt Bacharach, kind of influenced by those artists back then. But this song is influenced strongly by the Southern California pop music of the 70s. But it makes definitely a great blues bass line, and definitely something you want to learn and put in your repertoire as well. Now this song was off of the Western Stars album that Bruce Springsteen released in early April of 2019 of this year, and it has this was the first release, and this is probably my favorite song off of that album. There's a lot of good songs on there, and hopefully I'll get to see the movie soon. I think it's definitely good. It's this song in particular takes you back to that wide open Wyoming area, and that's kind of brings it home to me. I've got my son is out there. He lives out there now. He's been out there for 4 years now. My 3 granddaughters are all there, so it takes me back to that place, and it's definitely, it hits home for me for that reason as well. But it's just a good feel good song, a life affirming song, and just warm song, and definitely fun to play with. But it's got a good bass line that's fun just to play along with and enjoy. Now, it's not a difficult song. It's definitely a simple song, but simple is better sometimes. It's not everything has to be a million notes per minute per second and to be good. It definitely has its own this bass line definitely has a key change in there near the end, which is not, it just helps move the song along and just helps give that more of a feeling to the song. But it's not by no means hard, but it's just kind of hard to stick with it. You kind of got to really think while you're playing to stay in, to play along with the music. You got to hear the music as a whole, and this bass line you have to not necessarily think, but you have to know what's coming up to find the right feel for that moment that you're at. So it's in the key of D. So it starts off in the key of D, and it goes through most of the song. At the end, it moves to it goes to the key of C or the key of G, but it's just there for like a bar. So it's not in there long, but it does go to C, which is not in the key of D. C sharp is in the key of D. So you'll notice if you want to take some solos over it, that soloing in the key of D sounds a lot better than the key of G. Leaving that C there, that C sharp sound fits in better than the C does. I'll leave a link down below of the song so you can listen to it and play along with it also. So it just starts off with a little, it's the bass is prevalent in the song. It definitely is. This is a standard. The backbone of this song is that bass line. Without it, this song would be empty and not move along like it does. So this is definitely the blues, how it's made to be done, and the backbone is the bass line, which it always is. People take the bass out of some of this stuff nowadays, and it's just losing something. But the backbone is and always will be the bass line. So that's why I love it. So he comes in, he just slides in, starts off with the drums, this little shuffle that they're playing, and then the bass line comes in and the entire band comes in. So he slides in from G, 10th fret on the A string, and just slides right to the D. So it's just going to be D, then D on the 5th fret of the A string, and then to A on the 7th fret of the D string, and then D again, A, and then drop an octave to the low A, the 5th fret of the E string. So he just does that for a while. That right there, that bass line is just carrying it right through the verses. So it's just D, A, D, octave A, low A, back to D. Okay, so I hope you got that. If you didn't, man, this bass sounds just good. This pickup is just sweet. Up to E. It does. Now we go right to E. Does it the rhythm simulates the D, but it just changes. Instead of this octave A, this octave B, I'm sorry, it changes. It doesn't go to the octave just like it does that time. It does it the first time, and and then the second time it drops to the lower A. Okay, so it goes like this from the beginning. So I'll just play the D moving into that E, but it stays on the D for a good bit, and then it comes to the E. So I'm just going to do it one time, just give you a feel for how it sounds. So it just moves through like that. But on this E, the first time it goes, it repeats it. It mirrors the D right here. The E does. And then the second time it goes, drops, instead of going to the octave E, it goes to low E, low B. I'm sorry. Doesn't do that octave every time on when you're in the E position, okay? So it does that so it gives us the E to the D. It gives us, it's a better transition going from that E to the D than there or the here to the D, okay? So it's a better transition. So what he does here, he goes E, mirrors the D, low at B, second time goes to the E, he moves up to the E. He doesn't go to the octave at all. When he's talking about you can be fond of the blues, get too fond of the blues. So he's just doing the 1 and the 5 there, the E and the B. Every time on this D though, that's the exact, he plays the same thing on the D. It's just the E, it changes a little bit here and there. But that's when you listen to the song, you just hear what sounds best, and that's where he's moving along with it. So there he's just not putting a lot of emphasis on this octave here at all. He's just that's the first part of it. It goes into another point there, but it just stays on the D for a while, and then he's singing, and he goes to the E for a while, and he comes back to the D, and then he starts singing about the open road and the emptiness of the open roads, and that's when he goes to the G. So it'll go from the D So that's what it does right there. It does it one time in so once we go to the G, that's like the first half of it. That's like part A. That's the A part. So on the G, it's just here. So it's G, 3rd fret of the E string, D, 5th fret of the A string, then G, D, and then it goes to the octave G. So he's not doing any rhythms there, any ghost notes. He's just going. So that's just going to be G, D, G, D, G, D, G, D, G, A, 5th fret of the E string, A, B, 2nd fret of the A string, and then back to D. So it just repeats part A again. And then that's when it goes, there he sings a little bit again. And then he actually starts humming in there. There's a little break, and he's just going through the changes, but he's not singing no lyrics, just a humming, just just humming, going along with it. Then it goes back to the G. When you hear him talking about the empty roads, that's when we're going to the G. So when he starts saying "Hello, Sunshine," after we're near the end, we're 3/4 of the way through now, and he says, "Hello, sunshine, won't you stay?" And then he repeats. He says, "Hello, sunshine, won't you stay?" Again. That's when we move to the C. We change keys right there. "Hello, sunshine." When he repeats, "Hello, sunshine, won't you stay?" And then it repeats it again, but now we're on G. Okay, so that's when we change. We go from the D to the C. We're changing keys to the key of C, or it can be the key of G. Either way, it's real quick. So it's either way, you're going to be all right, because you can go to that G. It's still that F sharp in there. If you're in the key, actually, you can say you just jump into the key of C, key of G, because the C sharp, the C is there. So you can say you're changing to the key of G for that moment, or you can just be the key of C for that C for a moment, and then we go back to the key of D again. Okay, so from that D, "Hello, sunshine," the second time he goes, and then he just mirrors the pattern of the D. Okay, but he only does it that quick, one time, and then it goes to the G. Does that G, and then it stops right there. It just rings out for a minute. It's like you almost think you're at the end, but you're not. It's getting ready to come back just for a moment. That's when you solo. If you're soloing and you're just playing over that, just having fun, improvising over that, that's when you want to do it. And that's when it's in the key of D. The C sharp works better than a regular C does. Okay, so in this point here, we're just playing the G. So we're coming from that C. And then now we're doing the G. So that is it. That's it in a nutshell. If you got any comments or questions, leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. Definitely. So that's it. And if you enjoyed that, help me help you. Hit that like button. And I'm Donald Witt, the bass instructor of iwannaplaybass.com. Jump over there. Subscribe when you're serious about. Subscribe for your free ebook. And when you're serious about your bass playing, sign up, become a member, and get well on your way to reaching your bass playing goal. So I will catch you all on the flip-flop in the next video. So bye for now.